Hello traders and investors, how are you today? Welcome to another video here in the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It is a pleasure to see you guys around here, and today we are going to talk about the most interesting stocks this week. We have Tesla at all-time high. We have Snapchat dropping 25% roughly. News on Pinterest and PayPal. We are going to talk about all of this and much more. Are you already my subscriber? Remember to click on the like button, my friend. You know that I'm never going to disappoint you. Our content is pretty good, right? It's pretty good. No humility here, okay? It is a pretty good content. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this video. And if you're not my subscriber yet, well, I invite you to do so. I mean, it's free. Probably you're not going to regret it. So yeah, consider joining our community. Now, let's talk about the indices. S&P. Look at the size of the shadows under and above today's candlestick. This is a sign of uncertainty, and this sign of uncertainty is happening just when it retests the all-time high, this red line over here. This week we broke the all-time high. Today we did a new record high. That's amazing. But the way this candlestick looks, it kind of looks like we have a top sign. There is nothing confirmed yet, but it is a warning sign. Okay, the Nasdaq index is doing a similar pattern. Of course, it's not as strong as S&P, but it is looking quite weird. If it does a pullback, the EMA is going to hold the price. If the S&P does a pullback, 4465 is the next support level. And even if it drops, the trend would still be bullish. Okay, we are still talking about a bull trend, so the situation looks under control on S&P, even if it drops again to the EMA, to the 21 EMA in the daily chart. The Dow Jones Index is more bullish, is a little bit more bullish. It's quite resilient right now, but we have no bearish indicator over here. I mean, the candlestick is still bullish, so it is quite an enigmatic scenario. But I think the S&P is giving to us the most clear sign over here. Now let's talk about Facebook, dropping 5.55% today. Wow, that's a very precise number. Right now Facebook is dropping sharply. However, we are still above the 50% retracement in the weekly chart. There's nothing good going on over here. Okay, I will be honest with you. There's no buy signs right now yet. But if it does, I think it is going to be great for Facebook. Apple is going up nicely. Right now it's doing a bearish candlestick. But even if it drops, just like the S&P, just like Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, if it drops, the 21 EMA is here to hold the price. I think Amazon is the most curious thing right now because it already retested the EMA. It did a bearish structure in the 1 hour chart, meaning it did trigger a bearish pivot point by doing a lower high, and now it did a new lower low. So it did an inverted N, right? This, let me see here. Where is the tool? This tool over here. This, it did this, right? This is a bearish pivot point, and it did the pullback to the EMA. So all right, we are good. I think if it does any good bullish reaction here, this might be a buy sign, but right now it's not giving us any buy signs so far. Netflix looks absolutely strong. Netflix is a true monster. We see no weakness signs around. It did a time correction, retested the EMA. Now okay, we are flying again. A natural movement considering it is a bull trend, and this is it. Is it a good time to buy Netflix? No, the time to buy Netflix is near the 21 EMA. Okay, then we'll see a good time to buy. Right now is a time to wait or to hold positions. Google could retest the EMA in the weekly chart, in my humble opinion. Okay, it is looking quite weak right now. I don't like the way Google is moving. I think we have better options. And Microsoft is also a true monster. It's going up nicely. I see no particular reason to panic. And the most interesting big one, Tesla. See this red line up here? This red line is the January's all-time high, January 25. Today, Tesla finally broke the all-time high. And do we see any bearish sign around? Do we have any sign that could possibly tell us that Tesla might do a pullback? No, there is not a single sign. If you look in the 1 hour chart, it is doing higher highs, higher lows. The EMA seems to be doing a good job holding the price, and the volatility after earnings was simply crazy. As long as we don't see lower highs, lower lows on Tesla, really any bearish structure in the 1 hour chart, we're not gonna see any pullback in the daily chart. It could do a pullback, yes it could, but we must see a bearish structure in the 1 hour chart first. Then a pullback on Tesla could make it drop again to the EMA, right? In a stressful scenario, in my humble opinion, and then it will probably keep going up because after all, it is a bull trend. Tesla is in a bull trend since May, doing higher highs, higher lows. The EMA is working as a support area for us. I am not working with the possibility of Tesla retesting this purple line again. I'm not working seriously. It is here, but I'm not working with this possibility. But a pullback to the EMA is something reasonable, and we can expect an approximation at least. But right now, we see no bearish signs, okay? So as crazy as this sounds, Tesla is still bullish, is still pretty good. If you look at NIO looks much more weaker than Tesla. I think NIO is going to do a pullback, a proper pullback to the EMA, and then we'll see if it reacts. All right, maybe it's gonna be buy opportunity. Maybe it already filled this gap. Okay, so good. Very good. Maybe it's going to retest the $46 again. Maybe, right? And I do believe it will. If you look in the weekly chart, NIO just retested the bottom area of this huge pennant pattern, okay? Huge pennant pattern. So there is a good chance that NIO will keep pushing up in the next few days. But it's not gonna do that without a pullback, in my humble opinion. NVIDIA did fulfill our gap reversal ritual. It filled all of its 4 gaps as we said 1 month ago, and right now it's just like Tesla in a healthy bull trend, doing higher highs, higher lows. Palantir is dropping 1.37 right now, but look, it is just retesting this red line in the 1 hour chart. The trend is still bullish. It is not a strong bull trend, I agree with you. It's a quite slow bull trend, quite weak, to be honest with you, but it is still a bull trend. And considering in the weekly chart, Palantir does that, right? I mean, we see an amazing bullish run up, and then it drops again below the EMA. We had an amazing bullish leg, it is dropping again. Now, I think it is reacting. I do believe Palantir found its bottom because we retested this gap area precisely. We hit it 1, 2, 3, roughly 4 times over here. Now we are doing an amazing reaction. Okay, I mean, not amazing, but a good reaction at least. It is a good start. The problem on Palantir is the 21 EMA and this black line up here. This is a dual resistance level on Palantir. If we break this dual resistance level, Palantir has no other resistances other than 29 bucks. So I do believe we are going to retest 29 bucks the moment we break this resistance. Pinterest went up a lot this week, a lot. Let me see in the weekly chart. Yep, going up 11%. That's fantastic. That's awesome. It looks like I think we could do better, okay? I mean, if we close above the EMA in the weekly chart, it would be better. But I'm not complaining here because since we went up a lot, it is natural that we are going to do a pullback to the EMA, okay? This is natural, and I do believe we're going to retest the EMA again as a support level. When it does, I think it's gonna be a buy opportunity. PayPal is dropping sharply. If PayPal reacts right now, would I buy? No, I wouldn't buy because it would stop in the middle of nowhere. Okay, if it drops more to this purple line and if it reacts over here, then I will be happier. Okay, then I will be much happier. I would consider it as a great buy sign because the risk reward ratio would make perfect sense to me. Right now, I am neutral on PayPal. Snapchat. Look at this. Do you think it is reasonable a drop of 25% on Snapchat after earnings? Honestly, in my humble opinion, I think not. I think if Snapchat does any interesting bullish candlestick pattern near the support level, because Snapchat dropped it and not by coincidence, it is retesting this support level at this purple line. Okay, so this is not a coincidence. If it reacts over here, we're gonna see an amazing risk-reward ratio for a long trade on Snapchat. I think it's gonna be a buy. Of course, right now we see no meaningful reaction. Okay, so let's wait. But yes, if it does, I think it's gonna be a buy. Just like Sam, Boston Beer Company. Look at this. The Boston Beer Company is doing what seems to be a double bottom chart pattern. In the daily chart, the volume is increasing. Today, we had a very nice candlestick. If it actually triggers this double bottom chart pattern by breaking this black line over here, 556 and 68 cents, if we break this price level over here, we are going to officially trigger this double bottom chart pattern. And the risk reward ratio makes sense, right? I mean, if you want to buy over here right now, buy, set a stop loss under today's low, and your target could be, I don't know, this resistance or even the gap area, okay? If you, like me, like to use gaps as targets, well, $918 is going to be your next target on Boston Beer. Look at the size of this risk-reward ratio. It looks good, right? It is worth to do trades like this. In the weekly chart, look at the volume of the bullish candlesticks, while the black candlestick over here in the middle, the bearish candlestick, I'm so sorry, was pretty low. This indicates that it feels like the bears are getting exhausted over here. What's more, look at the support level over here on 2020. We drop it exactly to the support level. So I don't know, you tell me, do you think this risk reward ratio makes sense? Regardless if you like the Boston Beer Company or not, I don't know, regardless of anything else, don't you think it is looking interesting? Intel Corporation is also doing a quite interesting pattern. However, just like PayPal, it's not near any support level. So if this pattern appeared near the 43 over here, I think that would be fantastic. But right now I am neutral. I think we have better options. I think Snapchat, the Boston Beer, they are looking better right now. I think it is interesting. Okay, I do believe it is an interesting stock to trade, but not right now. I think we do have better options. And my friends, remember, if you liked this video and if you still watch it, if you are still watching this video, probably you did like it. So remember to click on the like button, all right? Remember to support this channel and subscribe to keep updated about my thoughts and insights. And I see you guys on Monday on our next video here in the Finance Hydra channel. Thank you very much, my friends. See you guys later. Farewell.